We do have pretty ladies in the front. Okay, if I can have everyone's attention. Due to several media requests, we have been now joined by our Vice President of Competition and Racing Operations for NASCAR, Robin Pemberton. So we'll go ahead and get started and just open it up for questions. We'll start here in the media center and then go up to the press box. Please raise your hand. We'll get a wireless mic to you. We'll start right here in the middle with Kelly.
Kelly Crano from Pipe Speed. Robin, a few drivers said over the radio that they saw problems with it this morning. Were any of those concerns brought to you or any of the NASCAR officials?
We didn't. We do a track walk after every race in the morning. So at the time, that had been a previous patch, but our staff or crew didn't see anything wrong with it.
Additional questions in the media center before we go upstairs? Dan?
Hi, Dan Gelston, the Associated Press. Just wondering if you could talk a little bit about the decision not to let the cars work under the red flag, especially Jamie.
Yes, we've had issues of things like this in the past. And Martinsville comes to mind, some other things similar to that. And our policy is not to let them work on the car. You may remember when we had a equipment failure, broadcast equipment failure some time back, and that affected the entire field of race cars. And at that time with we did red flag, and we did allow the teams to fix the damage that was caused by that equipment failure. That is our normal policy, to not allow teams to work on their cars.
Okay, we'll take our next question from Mike.
Mike Hembry, USA Today. Robin, just to be clear about what Jimmy and Harvick said, they both said they had seen the problem, or at least the possibility of a problem earlier, but there was no contact between any of those people and you guys?
No, there's a staff at every racetrack that goes and walks and checks for things like that. So when they did their check, either post-race or this morning, they did not see a problem with that.
Okay, Mary Jo, go ahead.
Mary Jo Buchanan, Speedway Media. Can you talk a little bit, Robin, about how the actual repair was made, the materials used?
Yeah, our teams are, we have equipment and we have product at every facility. Facilities keep it on hand. We do bring extras in case there is a need for it, but it is it's an epoxy type filler that we use, and it's basically the same filler that's used at anytime we make a repair at the track, whether it be asphalt or concrete.
Okay, we had one here from Holly.
Holly Kane, NASCAR.com. How big did the hole turn out to be? Can you give us any dimensions?
I can't recall what he said. It was 2 or 3 inches deep, and it was 6 or 8 inches by maybe 10 inches or something like that. So it was pretty substantial.
Okay, we have a question in the back. Seth?
Seth Livingstone, NASCAR Newswire. Robin, there was also some issue with the crossover walkway with the glass there. Was that ever a concern?
When we were notified about that, the track maintenance department went up and looked at it. They felt that it was not going to be an issue. They kept personnel on the bridge for the rest of the race. They also put tape on, or duct tape, to try to secure to help with the vibration, but they did not feel that it was going to be an issue. Use your mic. I can't hear you. That what they did do, they just made sure that nobody was standing on the bridge.
Any additional questions from the media center before we go upstairs? Okay, we'll go upstairs to the press box.
Robin, Chris Knight, CatchFence.com. Will NASCAR make any recommendations to the track to make sure that the track is going to be okay status for the chase race in this fall?
Well, the track doesn't want things like this to happen any more than we do or the competitors do. So this isn't a recommendation. I mean, you always go into a facility. Things happen, and that's why we have. That's why we're trained. We have people that are trained in these types of things, and that's why we. The group is able to make to make repairs in 20 minutes or so. So, you know, you always have to be ready for the emergencies, and you don't have to recommend, because everybody wants to have the same perfect race day as they can.
Any final questions from upstairs? Okay. Any final questions down here in the media center? All right. Thank you for your time, Robin. Appreciate you coming in.